80 kilos of muscle and pure instinct. Standing right in front of me. My headlights cut through the rain and lit him up like a black ghost. The largest alpha wolf I had ever seen in 20 years on patrol. Water rolled down his fur like oil. Amber eyes locked onto mine, every muscle tight. Ready. I hit the horn. He growled, teeth flashed, and then he did something that changed everything. You spend your life thinking you understand nature. Then in a single moment, it reminds you how little you actually know. The wolf stepped back. 2 steps. It wasn't a retreat. It was an invitation. I shut off the engine, checked my pepper spray, grabbed my flashlight. Cold air hit my face as I opened the door. The rain felt like needles. 10 meters separated us. 10 meters between me and a predator that could tear my throat out in seconds. But something was wrong. He wasn't hunting me. The tension in his body wasn't aggression. It was desperation. I had seen that before. In dogs, trying to warn you that something was terribly wrong. The wolf turned and ran about 50 feet, then stopped, looked back. That look wasn't wild. It was intelligent, focused, almost pleading. My training screamed at me to get back in the truck. But that look... I took 1 step forward, then another. "Easy," I said. "I'm with you." Out here, trust is expensive. And that night, a predator bet everything on the kindness of an enemy. The forest swallowed the light within seconds. All that remained was my flashlight cutting through the trees. Roots, rocks, mud. Every step dragged me down. The wolf moved like a shadow. I struggled to keep up. 20 minutes, maybe 30. Then I lost him. I turned in circles. Nothing but trees, ferns, darkness. Alone. Wolf territory. Night. Storm. A branch snapped to my left. I turned. Nothing. Another sound behind me. My hand went straight to the spray. Every shadow became a predator, every sound an attack. "You're an idiot, Malik." There was more than one wolf out there, a whole pack, and I had walked straight into the heart of their territory. I leaned against a tree, rain in my eyes, fingers numb. Then I heard it. A howl. Close, urgent, desperate. I ran. Branches tore at my face. Roots tried to take me down. The forest opened into a clearing. The alpha stood at the edge, watching me. Then he looked toward the center. Something dark was moving on the ground. I approached slowly, flashlight shaking. A female wolf. Gray fur soaked in mud and blood, lying on her side, legs scraping the dirt in weak spasms. And around her neck, metal. A steel cable snare, illegal for decades, still used. My God. I knelt a few feet away. She lifted her head weakly. The cable had cut deep, the fur around it dark and soaked. But worse than the wound? The swelling. Infection had already set in. By the condition she was in, she'd been trapped for days. No food, no water, bleeding. She should have been dead. The fact that she was still breathing was pure will. The snare was old, abandoned, still lethal. The more she pulled, the tighter it became. I looked at the male. He hadn't moved, frozen between attacking me or trusting me. Then I realized something. She was pregnant. her abdomen swollen. Everything changed. If she died, the pups died. If I scared her, stress could kill them. If I moved too fast, the male would attack. And if I did nothing, she would suffocate within hours. "I'm going to try," I whispered. "I promise." I ran back to the truck, veterinary kit, bolt cutters. When I returned, she was worse, breathing shallow, too fast. The male moved closer. 6 feet. 5. I could feel his body heat, hear his breathing behind me. If he attacked, I wouldn't stand a chance. "I know you're scared," I said. "So am I. But I need to help her." He didn't move. Slowly, inch by inch, I reached her. The smell of blood and infection filled the air. She tried to bite me. Weak. "Easy. Easy." I held her head to the ground. With my other hand, I positioned the cutters on the cable. Wet metal, hands shaking. The male stepped closer, his breath on my neck. I squeezed. The cutters slipped. I adjusted, pushed harder. She cried out, pure pain. "Just a little more." I gave everything I had. The metal groaned. Then, the cable snapped. I pulled it free. Blood poured from the wound. I pressed gauze hard against her neck. She stopped moving. Eyes closed. Breathing. Gone. No. I checked for a pulse. Nothing. The male howled. Not in rage, in grief. I started compressions, careful for the pups. "Come on," I whispered. "Come back." 10, 20, 30. The rain kept falling. On the 30th compression, she coughed. A violent spasm. She sucked in air like someone pulled from deep water. Her eyes flew open. "Yes," I said. "Breathe." She tried to stand, collapsed. Tried again. This time, she stayed up, shaking. The male rushed forward, not toward me, toward her. He began to lick her wound, gentle, careful. A tenderness I never expected from a predator. I stepped back. My legs gave out. I collapsed into the mud. The female leaned against him, breathing rough, but steady. Alive. Then it happened. The male lifted his head and looked straight at me. For 2 seconds, human and wolf, predator and predator. No growl, just recognition. A silent understanding between 2 species that should have been enemies. He nudged her forward. Together, they disappeared into the darkness. Slow, limping, but alive. At the edge of the clearing, she stopped, looked back. Then they were gone. The rain softened. Clouds broke. Moonlight touched the forest. I stayed there for a long time. A wild wolf trusted the human, asked his greatest enemy for help, and together, we saved 3 lives. Sometimes, late at night, out on patrol, I still hear distant howls. And I like to think it's him, the great black alpha, calling to his mate, to the pups that were born safe. And maybe, just maybe, singing a quiet note of thanks to the ranger foolish enough to follow a wolf into the dark.